And we are live. Good
Oh,
morning. Good
I
morning.
hear you.
Good morning, everyone out there in free daily coaching land. It's so good to see you. As you know, this is Mr. Burt Bledsoe's show, Free Daily Coaching, and he is here Monday through Thursday at 7 a.m. Pacific time. So, if you're watching over on YouTube or somewhere else, why don't you get signed up so you can come and interact with this awesome community that we have here. Go to www.freedailycoaching.com and then you can come and have fun with us over here. On Fridays, I get the honor of interviewing and hosting, and I so much enjoy it. And right now, I am interviewing Friends of Free Daily Coaching, which is Bert's private mastermind group. Today we have with us an awesome new marketer. She is just getting started and taking things by storm. Say good morning, Dayle.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, Chris.
Hi. Now I'm not seeing you again.
I've disappeared.
Well, I can see you down in the little box, but you're not moving. But when you talk, I'm not seeing you on the big screen.
Am I there now?
You guys out there in community land, can you see Dayle when she talks?
No.
Well, it takes a second for them to.
Okay.
Elizabeth says she sees your picture.
So, turn camera on. Turn camera on. Okay, camera's on. I'm not muted.
Yeah,
now,
all I always see is your picture.
Okay, so what do I do? What do I do?
Well, while Dayle tries to figure this out, let me tell you a little bit. In doing talking with Dayle beforehand over the last few days and things that I found out about her, we are the same age at 66 years young. We both took care of our mothers until we lost them. Say something now, Dayle. Now I can't hear you. Angela says something about maybe you need to give it. And Lynn says maybe you have to drop out and reinitialize. I think she did that, Lynn. Try refreshing your screen, Dayle, if you can hear me. Yep, there she goes again. Hi, Clive, Angela, Mario, Elizabeth. Do you only see my picture?
I saw your picture.
Okay, now you're live. There you go.
Okay, I won't touch anything else. I hate computers. Okay.
No, don't ever say you hate computers.
When they work, when they don't work. There.
No, say I am so grateful for my computer, and I get better at it every
day.
Every day. Okay, so I was saying that you and I have a lot in common, actually. We're both the same age at 66 years young.
Oh, okay, I saw that.
We both took care of our mothers until we lost them.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And now we just have our dogs.
Oh, that is so, what a strange world.
Isn't it?
You'd almost wonder. Yep.
So we were meant to get together.
We were, and we have the same glasses.
We do.
We do. Now, if we grow a beard, we're going to be in trouble.
Okay, so I saw you somewhere say that you, during your daily method of operation, when you take a break, you take your dog out and walk them on the beach. Now, what beach are you?
I'm up in Toronto, and a lot of people in Canada, and a lot of people are surprised, but we've got your good weather. We're keeping it here. I live out on the beaches, and that's you just go 10 minutes from Toronto, and you'd think you were in the middle of nowhere. We've got about 2 miles of beachfront with a boardwalk that you can go along, and woods and trees and little shelters you can get warm in and with fireplaces in them. It's
Wow.
fantastic. Yeah.
Well,
I actually moved here because I saw the beaches and knew I could have the best of both worlds.
there you go.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to live on the water.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so what did you do before you came online?
Okay. Before, you mean this morning or before I joined?
Before you started trying to build a business?
Okay. Well, you were right. I was taking care of mom, but before that, I was in business. I was what you call a headhunter. Aha. So
Uh-huh.
I was executive search, and I worked for, oh, I can't say the company, or can I? It's just us? No. I worked for a personal development company. So I've got about 20 years background, and it's talking to people about, I guess, about their mindset and about doing the thing that I didn't do when the time came.
So what brought you online to
Yeah, I found myself out here having to start all over again at the ripe old age of 18 or something, 66. And I was looking at how I could make money, how I could make a living, and do something that meant something to me. And I was excited at first when I was doing recruiting, and then I kind of became very blah about it, and I didn't feel that what I was doing mattered one way or another. And then when I had to start over, I decided this time I do it right. You know, I do what I always wanted to do. I talk to people about themselves and how they can do anything if they have the right mindset. And so that's how I found all of you. I went online and I Googled. And I wanted to know who did webinars and who was involved in mindset training and how to actually build a company. And I found MLSP. I found a lot of others too, I want you to know, but you had both, which I liked. You not only had the tools to build a business, but you had what we all need to have the oomph, if that's a word. I have another word, but you wouldn't like it, to have the guts to go out there and start our own business and make it happen. So that's why I came here. And then, of course, I found your group.
and we're just so awesome, aren't we?
Well, you are so awesome. I have to tell you, I had been at MLSP. I'd been in the back office studying all these things, how to be great. And then I did that for about 4 months. And then I joined your group. And a week later, I have 23 leads. And I have a plan every day to do things that will bring in business. So
That is
I'm just flying, just flying.
that is awesome. Well, Bert taught us Laura, which is a list of required actions, and
Yes,
took it to heart.
I did.
Off you went. So you ended up with 23.
Uh-huh. I actually had 31, but I looked at them and a lot of them were MLSP people. And I realized those aren't leads, they're just warm calls. So I took them out. So I've got 23 real leads. And more important than anything, I'm not reading about it or talking about it. I'm doing it. Like every morning I'm doing mindset to get me ramped up. And then I'm doing a video and then I'm doing 555. So
Well, that's awesome.
yeah.
So we got you to 30 on your.
You did. And that is awesome. I must quickly tell you, thank you, thank you. It's given me a chance to see all of your websites and to sort of get to know you more and see how you do it. So I'll know how to do it too. And just following your videos and following your websites to see how to set everything up.
We're talking about the syndication group that we have for our fan pages, and I think it's working. It's making our reach better on our fan pages. I hope everybody out there agrees with that. Dayle actually has some questions that she would like to ask the community. So who would like to volunteer to come over? I think they're saying yes about the syndication group.
Oh, okay, good. Good.
Has somebody let me know in the chat who wants to come over and let Dayle question them?
Good.
I'm not seeing any volunteers.
Are they hiding?
They're hiding from us. Come on, you guys are not shy people. It is a little bit different
It is. It is.
in this interview process. Oh, good. Lynn says he'll come over.
Oh, there you go.
Let me see if I,
Facebook.
all right, Lynn. I'm plussing you
What are you doing to him?
on this control panel. I'm trying to bring him over.
Oh, you're poking at him. Okay.
Oh, he's gone out of there, so maybe he's coming over. I brought Steve too.
Okay. Hi.
Good morning.
Good
Can you hear me?
morning. I can hear.
Cool.
I can hear you just fine, Lynn. Thank you for volunteering.
Now, go ahead and ask me something I know nothing about so that I can make a fool of myself in front of the community.
Okay. I love your Facebook page, obviously, and I really like the videos and the way you point up to your link. That was great. So I'm learning to do videos, and I'm learning not to talk so much for sure on the videos. I liked your short ones, and I like the way you go up to the link, but I wasn't sure what I can do on Facebook. Is it legal for me to do that on my profile, or do I have to be on my fan page?
Well, no, it's legal to do things on your personal profile, too, for sure.
Okay.
You just have to be careful. Facebook expressly says that you're not supposed to conduct business on your personal profile.
Okay.
So you just sort of have to be careful. But, for example, what am I doing? My Coffee with Len videos are you certainly couldn't misinterpret them as conducting business. They're really more a little mindset every morning. I try to find something good to talk about. That certainly isn't conducting business. Now, if you're putting up sales pages and hard sells and links to your opportunity on your personal profile, that's going to get frowned on.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
The other thing is, I'll tell you, is Facebook's inconsistent with their enforcement of the rules, and I think that if they're so big with 1.6 billion people, a lot of people get away with things that Facebook says is illegal.
Okay.
Because Facebook just hasn't caught up to them yet. So,
Okay.
Here's my personal opinion. If you're doing business, you need a fan page, and business should be done from the fan page.
Yes.
Chris, I hope it's okay. Can I go on just for another 30 seconds or so with the answer, more of an answer? Because what we're learning recently too is Facebook is getting a little persnickety about. Occasionally, it's persnickety about putting up capture pages and sales pages. So what you see me do, where I'm pointing to, hey, go check out my blog post today, and this is being recommended by a lot of the top marketers, is you do a little short video that points people back to your blog post.
Oh, great.
So you're pointing people back to valuable, we hope it's valuable content, rather than pointing them directly to a sales page, and then you get them onto your website, and then point them to the capture page or the sales page.
Oh, that sounds much better. Okay.
I'll be quiet now.
Okay, thank you.
You don't need to be quiet. You could go on and on about Facebook. Okay.
Next question. I saw somebody else over here too. Somebody came over and then disappeared.
I hit Steve by accident.
Oh.
But I would have let him ask questions too because he's still so new.
Yeah.
But he's crushing it in the group.
Margaret's asking, where do I find this? I think she's referring to the syndication group.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to?
I'm typing her back.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all the questions you have?
Oh no, I've got tons of them. I could pick your brains all day. When you're looking at groups, I see everybody is hitting the groups with spam and with links. Better to do a video and point them back to my blog.
Well, again, this is my personal opinion, but it seems to reflect the experience of a lot of us right now. Spam doesn't work.
Okay, good.
When you look in the spam groups, everyone, the groups where people are putting up nothing but links, no one is buying anything. Everyone is putting up their link in the hopes that somebody will see their link and buy it. Now, even if you're lucky and you make a sale, you're not building a sustainable, replicable, long-term, stable business. You're not making the relationships required to build a business.
Okay.
So you might get an isolated sale, but you're not going to build a business. So what I've been doing, and I am getting traction with it. I'm putting my Coffee with Len videos out in the spam groups, and they actually get some traction because they're content. People actually look at them. And when I get somebody likes my video, then I connect with them.
Perfect.
And also I'm putting up the other videos too, the ones that put it back to my blog post. Now, I'm not getting a lot of traction out of the spam groups, but I'm getting a little bit,
Okay. So my gut instinct is right. Go for relationships so you'll be around in this business a long time.
Well, anyone who's ever built a business in network marketing has said the same thing. This is a relationship business.
Okay.
You can make an occasional sale by spamming and chasing people around the mall, but you're not going to build a sustainable business if you don't build the relationships with the people. It's that simple.
Okay. And the fastest way maybe is video, unless somebody else is really good at letter writing, or right?
Well, there's two ways to look at that. The fastest way is to do what you're doing already, which is the 555 or a variant of it.
Okay.
Okay. Because you're touching people every day, and you're building relationships with people, and that really is the absolute best way to do it. Now, a lot of people think that sounds slow. People have this tendency to they're going to throw up links, they're going to put up videos, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. That's really the slower. That's really slower.
Oh. Okay.
Putting up videos is a great way to build, but it's a slower process than touching people directly.
Okay. So I just do my pump up and my 5x5, and that's the way to keep doing it. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's my opinion. I think that's what Bert would tell you. And I don't know about all the other people that are on here today, but is there anybody out there on here today that has any other advice or would disagree? Elizabeth says she's not happy with Facebook right now. What happened, Elizabeth?
Angela had a question for Dayle. She wants to know, how did you get your 23 leads?
She's right. It's a combination of the video and 555. They saw the video. That way I got their names because they commented on it, and so I 5-5'd them, and that's how I got their email. Yeah.
And then Margaret, by the way, Margaret said that she wants to connect. She's up in, it's too far, but I think she's up by you someplace.
You want my glasses?
No, it's up higher on the thing. Margaret says, and either one of you can answer this, just new at the 555, and my understanding is you ask questions within a conversation. How long do you converse with someone before you either end the conversation if they're really not asking for anything? So how long do you go on conversing before you end the conversation?
Is Len answering that?
Well, you're not gonna like my answer, Margaret, because
No.
I don't have an answer. The answer is each person is individual. I sort of go with my gut instinct. This isn't going anywhere, or you know, if I feel like I'm blocked, I may just end the conversation for today and come back to it tomorrow, or I may just get bold and decide, okay, let's just see if this is going to go anywhere or not. Hey, listen, I've got a newsletter. Look, remember, the objective of the conversation is to just get them on your email list. That's your objective right now. You're trying to get a lead. You're not trying to make a sale. So, at some point in the conversation, if it may make sense to just simply say, look, hey, I've got a newsletter. I'd like to send it over to you. What's your email address? And they're either going to give it to you or they're not. If they don't, we're done. We're all finished.
Okay.
Does that answer that, Margaret?
Go for the email address. Go for the email address. And you can do that in a very delicate way. Hey, I've got this awesome newsletter. I'd like to send you a copy of it. I think you'll find value in it. And, if they're not interested, well, you know the answer. They're not interested.
Does anybody else have any questions out there in question land?
What's it depend on, Whitman?
I think it depends on the individual, is what he was trying to point out, that every person that you speak to is different.
I'll tell you another thing. Different coaches, mentors, advisors, call them whatever you like, will answer that question slightly differently.
Okay.
Terry Grimal is very aggressive. He goes for the juggler very, very quickly. So I'm less aggressive than Terry Grimal is, for example. And, so it partially depends on your personality style, too. How aggressive are you willing to be, or laid back and relaxed and just let the conversation run a little bit? But remember, your time is valuable, and what you're really after is an email address.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 1.6 billion people on Facebook. So if this person doesn't want to give you one, it's okay. Next.
I talk too much, so I'm listening to you. I'll shorten that conversation.
Margaret says she doesn't really have a newsletter yet. Margaret, do you have an autoresponder, and have you set up a funnel? You've got to have some place to put your leads once you get them.
Well, the other thing, I'm going to assume that Margaret's an MLSP. Is that a fair assumption?
Yes.
Okay. So, Margaret, hey, Joe, I see your marketing on Facebook. How's that working for you? Whatever the answer is, doesn't matter. Good, bad, indifferent, the answer is irrelevant. I've got this awesome cheat sheet that will give you some tips on how to market on Facebook. Would that be of interest to you? Great. Give me your email address. I'll shoot it right over to you.
Oh, nice. Gotcha.
Okay? Or the Instagram sheet. You've got awesome giveaways in MLSP. The Instagram cheat sheet, the Facebook cheat sheet, and there's several others. The Periscope training. You've got awesome trainings on. Hey, have you ever thought of using Periscope? A lot of people are having a lot of luck with that these days. Can I shoot you over a free training on Periscope? Well, Periscope. So you've got awesome trainings on MLSP that you can use to, and if you send them the link to the training and they opt into it, you're going to get their name, and you're going to get them into your MLSP CRM. So if you don't have your own personal newsletter, that's okay. Listen, don't anybody let not having something slow you down.
I muted myself.
Oh, okay. I wondered. Okay.
Janice said if you have an email and a way to capture the list, you can put it in the CRM and then send an email from there.
Well, and Janice, that's a good point, because that's really all a newsletter is anyhow.
A mailing list, yeah.
It's just an email with some tips and tricks in it. Maybe it's a little fancy, but...
Well, she says even if you don't have a full-on newsletter, you can send an email message with tips in it every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't do what I did. I tried to create an entire blog instead of going out looking for contacts. So I'm still doing the blog, but it's in the background. In the meantime, I'm doing what Len said. You know, I'm just 555ing and getting their email and using anything I've got to get it. But I made the mistake of waiting, thinking I had to be perfect and I had to have this blog. I just had to have some guts to make the call, I guess, and go from there.
Are you setting up an MLSP blog?
Yes, I am. It's just about ready to go. I just have technical things I have to fix.
Well, I'm sure you can find some help with that.
Yeah.
Do you have any more questions for Lynn? If not, it's just about time to shut us down.
Okay.
Janice, I'm not quite sure I understand that, the site's personalization. It sounds like she's already setting up her sites, and I'm pretty familiar with sites, by the way. If there's anything I can do to help, you just ask.
Oh, great.
The next 2 or 3 days, I'm going to be a little bit out of pocket. I'm heading up to San Diego this morning, and tomorrow morning we'll have coffee with Len and Bob show.
Do you know the greatest thing that I found out is us? I mean, I didn't want to ask for help. I don't know why. And as soon as I asked for help, you guys were right there behind me. And it's made all the difference in the world. I don't worry about what I don't know, because I just make sure I'm out there, and I know that if I get stuck, you know, I can come back. And I have a colleague who does know. So.
Yep. That's it. You just got to get out there. And Janice, I think, yeah, MLSP has a blog, too, where you can actually send out the blog that has been written by MLSP, by the leaders in MLSP. So, you know, I forget off the top of my head what the address is. Is it blog.mlsp.com, or does somebody know?
Oops, I just pressed the button. I'm not sure.
No, you're still there. I had to do a cop. Janice says yes, Whitman says yes, so that must mean that that's the address.
Blog.mlsp.com, and that's the MLSP blog, and you are cookied to it. So if you send that to a prospect...
No, she's got to sign up down at the bottom for the affiliate link.
Yeah, but yeah, you're cooked. But yeah, there's a way you're cookie to it. There it is, Janice. Thank you.
Okay.
You're cookie to it as long as that affiliate link is turned on down at the bottom, and it turns off a lot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I've had to reenact it several times.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, Angela. We just do it one bite at a time. One bite at a time.
That's how you eat an elephant.
It's true.
You need to log into it every time. I didn't find that so yesterday, Janice. It was still up and active. But it's good to check it if you want to make sure you're cookied. Her last name is Whiteside, Margaret.
Yeah. It's Dayle. It might fool her.
No, I put your name up there, right?
Okay.
I did. Well, this has been fun today. I sort of like this extra interaction. Lynn and I appreciate you coming over and doing this.
Yeah.
So I guess this is all for another week, and I'll be back next Friday with another interview. But in the meantime, be sure to sign up over at www.freedailycoaching.com and Bert will come in, and he's starting to get laser focused on things, and really honing in on his coaching. And I've been enjoying it very much. So at 7 a.m. Pacific time, be sure you're all here and join our community. And thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Dayle. It's been fun.
It has.
That was
Lynn,
fun.
too.
Thank you.
Anyone interested in the syndication group, get with me, Margaret. I will send you a PM. And have a wonderful weekend and be blessed, everybody.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Lynn.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank Friends of Daily.